speaking for the first time today. Judges and PO, please give me a nod when you're ready. Senators, I urge you to negate this bill that has come before me today. It states that a college education is not worth the time or effort poured into it. However, that simply is not true. I'll show you 3 reasons why I believe that the college education is worth every penny that is put into it. First, college graduates have a lower poverty rate. Second, college graduates are more productive people. And lastly, people without a college education put a financial burden on the U.S. government. First, the 2008 poverty rate for bachelor's degree holders was 4%, compared to a 12% poverty rate for high school graduates. In 2005, married couples with bachelor's degrees were least likely to be in poverty at 1.8%, compared to people with associate's degrees at 2.7%. 4.7% of couples with some college, and 7.1% of people with only high school graduates, according to the College Report. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 1% of college graduates participated in social support programs like Medicaid, National School Lunch Programs, and food stamps, compared to 8% of high school graduates in 2008. Henry Beanan, Ph.D., President Emeritus of Northwestern University, argues that a college education results in greater productivity, lower crime, better health, and a better citizenship for more educated people. According to the intelligencesquaredus.org, a 2009 study found that 16 to 24-year-olds high school dropouts were 63% more likely to be incarcerated during more than those with a bachelor's degree or higher. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, from September 2008 to September 2009, 43% of college graduates did volunteer work, compared to 19% of high school graduates and 27% of adults in general. In 2005, college graduates were more likely to have donated blood in the past year at 9%, and people with some college at 6%, high school graduates at 4%, and people who did not complete high school at 2%. And lastly, young people not educated in employment, education, or training, also known as NEET, are more likely to receive welfare than youth in general. They are more likely to commit crimes, and they are more likely to receive public health care, all costing the government extra money. In total, each NEET youth between the age of 16 and 25 imposes a $51,000 financial burden on society per year. And after the person is 25, he or she will impose a financial burden of $700,000 in their entire lifetime. The total cost of 6.7% of NEET youth is $4.75 trillion. For these 3 reasons, I urge you to stand by me as we vote in affirmation of this bill. Thank you.
Or negation of this bill?
Affirmation, because it is worth the amount of money and time poured into it.
Okay, but the bill is that it's not worth it.
Oh, then negation.
Okay, 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Questions?
Most of your sources were before 2010, so they're out of date. And also, due to a recent study that I've read, about, I think, 70% of college graduates can't find a job in the field they're looking for and are stuck in a perpetual cycle of debt.
Well, the first question that you asked, that studies that I've told are before 2010, the entire span doesn't really amount to much of a difference. And also, the fact that 70% don't get a job, studies show that the average bachelor's degree holder earns about $30,000 more per year than a high school graduate, and which amounts to about $500,000 more in an entire lifetime.
But Senator, don't you think those people earn more because they're smarter to begin with? So it's not that college made them smarter; they were smarter to begin with. The dumber people don't go to college.
Yeah, the people with a high school degree, they should have gone to college because it would have helped them in their future life, and that's why we're trying to make it mandatory to go to college.
No, because they did not go, they would not have any benefit. They would not even worth the college. So don't you think it's that smarter people go to colleges, and they're going to make more money anyway?
Yes, because of the fact that, well, if you're smart enough and you still don't go to college, you'll make about the same as a high school graduate. But as long as you go to college and have a bachelor's degree, you'll almost double your learning.
So Mark Zuckerberg is making the same money as a plumber?
Well, there are many exceptions, like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and many other people, but they are the prodigies, the best of the best that are born smart.
Isn't it true that people who went to Harvard and Yale are some of the people, they're still penniless, they're in poverty? Why should they waste their money if it's not going to help them out in future?
There are people like that. However, on average, as I said before, a person with a bachelor's degree earns about $30,000 more than a high school graduate, so it's mostly worth going to college.
What makes college anything more than a status symbol? Because you go to college, you could because you've been to college and you hold a bachelor's degree, they'll hold you in higher regard when you're looking for a job than just someone that has only a high school degree.
That is another benefit of going to college. It shows that you have been smart enough to go to college and get a degree. And also, college, it also does help you in your learning and your studies.
All right, thank you, Senator.